They call it the hour of the wolf. Stay with us if you dare. There's a time when the world is at its quietest, when shadows stretch long and sleep is just out of reach. It's the hour of restless souls, of whispered stories, of thoughts too much for the daylight. Welcome to Hour of the Wolf, where we dive into the stories that keep you awake. When hearts beat and the wolves prowl. The family, the community, the truths about being in a wolf pack. Stay with us if you dare. They call it the hour of the wolf.
Chat, what is going on, everybody? I am your host for the evening, Louis P. Schreier. Welcome back to the Hour of the Wolf podcast. This podcast is powered by Bearded Death, everybody. Hop into beardeddeath.com, get whatever you want. Use the promo code Hour of the Wolf 15 to get 15% off anything you want. Fill that card up, you get 15% off. Go get a t-shirt, get 50% off it. I don't give a shit how you do it. Just go save yourself some money. That's what we're here for. Darren went to the game. He's running late. He will be here. But yeah, I got control. I am the captain now. And yeah, are you ready?
Time to play the game.
Are you ready to play the game?
Time to play the game.
I missed a cue on that one. I am a terrible DJ, everybody. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun show tonight. We got the new faces of the United States National Board coming on. We got Slaid. We got OG Viking. And yeah, as you can tell, I got my face trimmed up a little bit. I don't look like a caveman anymore. I figured I'd get myself trimmed up a little bit because I do hold the lordship now of Scotland. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. On other news on my end, I started hitting the gym. Get fit. I have a wedding coming up in next Labor Day, so I got to get myself in shape. So yeah, I made that trek. Started kind of going light and getting myself back into it. Hitting I did the fucking bike machine thing, not Lance Armstrong. The only reason why, because I have two testicles, so I'm not Lance Armstrong. Now we're just riffing here, everybody. Pay attention. Chat, what's all new with you guys? What do we got? Who has cool news in the chat? What's going on? We do have a giveaway tonight, before I forget. So hashtag Bearded Death to win yourself something sweet. Get yourself a t-shirt and oil. Do it just do it because Louis sent you. What do we got? We got Darren in the chat. He's running late, slacker. We got Ken. Ken, how's it going, brother? The old squid. How's it going, brother? Yeah. Keep on throwing up those hashtag Bearded Deaths. Speaking of Indiana, here we go. We got the legend himself, Germs. I seen Beans was in here. We got a little crew going on. What's new, everybody? Chat, how's it going? Throw some flames up. We got an awesome show tonight. Sorry, I take a drink. Out of breath already. Not seriously. I'm not out of breath. But yeah, I suppose we'll bring our guest in to ramble on enough. get some other voices in here because I get voices in my head sometimes. It's just like can't do it. So welcome to the stage, our guests. Everybody, firm handshakes for the guests. Here they are. We have the national board crew here. We got the president, Slaid. We got, am I saying that right, Slaid?
That's correct. Yeah.
That's correct. So I work with the Slaid, and he spells it Slade. So, Slaid. Put too many goddamn vowels and something looks German. You know what I mean? What do you do? So, yeah, then obviously we got OG Viking up on top. So, what's new with you guys? What's going on?
Not much, bro. That's just trying to get a handle on this national board thing. You know how it is.
Viking, let's get some excitement over there. What are we doing?
Brother, I'll tell you what we're doing. There's some new faces involved. Trying to get things going, like Slaid said. Get more people active, get more people involved inside and outside of the club. Trying to get charities going. It's just all about getting out there. You know what I mean? It's all about getting out there. Getting people involved. I'm excited with this new national board. There's people in place that are doing amazing things. I'm excited to see where we're going to take it.
So you are Viking. You are from Indiana.
No, I'm from Kentucky, my friend.
Okay.
Yep. Originally,
Yeah.
Slade's from Indiana. I'm from Kentucky. Shout out to Beans.
Okay, you are from. Okay.
Yep.
I was like clicking the names. I guess I got it mixed up. I'm not perfect. Okay, you want to fucking come at me for not being perfect? Go fuck yourself. I'm not perfect. All right, Slaid, you are from Indiana.
Correct.
Indiana is home of like probably my favorite bourbon. One of them. It would be Penelope. Penelope is a fantastic bottle.
That's whiskey. So you're not gonna get a bourbon unless you really come to Kentucky, my friend.
I've been to Kentucky.
That's where you get your true, real bourbon.
Listen,
Any of my Kentucky people out there, give a shout out. Kentucky bourbon, best bourbon out there.
So, anyways, Penelope bourbon. First, we were hitting notes with Penelope that Kentucky probably can't even handle. You know what I'm saying, Slid. So, what is it about Indiana that makes probably better bourbon than Kentucky?
Oh man. Now you're gonna have my vice president pissed at me for the next month, huh? Is that what we're doing? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not.
I'm hoping to get a take out of you that's 2 months.
I'm not. I'll tell you what, actually, brother, I am not a big drinker. So if I'm drinking anything dark liquor wise, dude, I'm importing from Ireland. I'm doing Tullamore Dew or Jameson. I don't do domestic stuff really. So
he's calling your brand of bourbon domestic, Viking. You're just a cheap knockoff whiskey.
I mean, it's domestic. It's here in the States. That's domestic.
It's actually so technically now. That's me going to serious note. Now it's not technically domesticated because it's its own brand of single malt, or it's a single malt American whiskey. So it has its own title now, which is actually kind of a cool thing for, I guess, American distillers. Which I'm not one of them. I'm just a big fan of the product. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't play football anymore, but I love the NFL. You know what I mean? So one of those deals.
No, like I said, I don't drink very much. So, but when I do, yeah, I'm going imported alcohol usually.
Oh. So
this guy will drink it. Yeah, he drinks 30, 40 Red Bulls a day. So that's about his that's his drinking.
So I was perusing the internet. You guys ever like peruse the internet and just get like lost in a cycle?
Oh yeah, the downward spiral.
Yeah, dude. Man. So I was on the internet, which is what we're on now. We're caressing the waves of the web. I was looking online and I seen Barbra Streisand has cloned her dogs recently. And she has like these little Shih Tzu types thing. Like I could probably walk a 6-block radius to see 10 of these dogs. Like, it kind of blew my mind when I seen this because, like, yeah, I get it. You have money and all that shit, but like, Babs, let's be freaking serious with cloning dogs. Like, maybe it's a great dog, but it's like, but it was dogs, like multiple dogs, not a singular dog.
If I had that money, brother, I'm telling you, I love my 2 dogs, and there's something to be said for genetic dispositions. And if you have a dog that's just perfect, you
It's
love
like
everything about them, I would clone the hell out of my dogs, both of them.
I just feel
love
like
them.
it's a circle of life thing, though. Like, life, I don't want to be cloned. I don't want to wish on it fucking anybody.
No, there's nobody that wants a secondary me. That's for sure.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm one and only. One and only.
I wholeheartedly fit the same shoes as that take. I don't want another one of me on this earth. One's enough. I just like, I don't know. It's just like a whole wormhole thing. Like, it's just like I get like cloning things like in like what the dude did with the wolf, what the hell, a dire wolf. They just brought that back with cloning. That's cool.
Yeah.
Shit like that. You're repurposing the genetic code to come back and relive on the planet. And they're beautiful animals. Like the pictures that were put out there, absolutely beautiful animals. But like, you have a fucking Yorkie.
Yeah. There's a big difference in, something that happened, we can even say thousands of years ago, you want to replicate, something like that. I mean, that's great. You want to bring something back into existence, but something that, passed away, unfortunately, a few weeks back, it's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
That's tough.
I'm waiting for Jurassic Park is what I'm doing.
Oh, brother.
Bring me dinosaurs. Come on.
I don't know about it. I don't know about it. I don't know about it.
We're gonna see a goddamn pterodactyl come flying out of the sky in our lifetime.
I'm with it. I will cut that sucker up and smoke it. Have me some.
Oh, we're gonna smoke it. Yeah.
Smoke pterodactyl. Hell yeah.
You're gonna smoke your ass a goddamn lizard bird.
Do it. Let's do it. Hey, you can.
I got some pterodactyl ribs.
Smoke chickens. I smoke turkeys. I bet I could smoke a pterodactyl. Hell yeah.
Probably smoking with a shotgun here. Oh boy. So how was you guys this weekend? What did you guys do this weekend?
I think Viking had a much more exciting weekend than I did, brother.
Let's hear it, Viking.
Yeah. My Kentucky chapter president, Balder, shout out to him. He got married this weekend. So we went out to kind of like central Kentucky. I actually ordained it. I got them married and everything. It was incredible, an incredible experience. We had a bunch of brothers in the Kentucky chapter that came out, represented, did different things like that. It was fantastic, man. We spent the weekend out there. Even though we've all hung out with each other, I felt like this weekend was a little bit more involved with one another, following, what was going on. We got to know each other a little bit more. So it was very fantastic, very fantastic. I got to marry 2, very great people. Yeah. So, I mean, that was my weekend. I just had a great time with, brothers and sisters, truly.
So I've been in Kentucky. Like, wow, Central Kentucky classifies as what area?
Well, a lot of people will tell you different things.
I want to hear your take. I don't care about other people. I'm asking your take.
My take. So I'm Western Kentucky. Central Kentucky to me is basically on the other side of Bowling Green, in between Bowling Green and Lexington.
Okay.
That's my Central Kentucky.
I'm gonna give you a hot take here. Lexington, Kentucky might be top 10 most beautiful cities in America.
It is very nice. Very nice.
That's a hot take. So I've been through Bowling Green when I went on vacation. So are you toward like more on the what you say western side? So you're towards where they make Green River, which is just to pinpoint where I'm at. If you go to Bowling Green, I'm about 45 minutes to an hour west of Bowling Green. I can throw a rock and hit Indiana, but I'm more closer to like Illinois. I'm an hour from Illinois, The like Sparta area, like Sparta, Kentucky, or
I'm
is that
about
Paducah, Illinois.
where Paducah is. I'm about an hour 40. So I'm in between Paducah and Bowling Green, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just draw a line in my head. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in between both of those.
Okay. Slade, where are you from?
I'm from a little town called Logansport. It's a little city, actually. It's called a micropolitan. So it's about halfway between Indy. It's north of Indianapolis and then south of Chicago. So about halfway in the middle.
I think I bought a can of chew in Loganville.
Could
So
be.
you're on. So if you're there's an interstate that runs through there, correct?
By it, yeah.
Okay, so there's a bridge and there's a BP on the top. Like if you're coming from my direction going, so I would be driving east. There's a BP up on the top left there. So be on the north,
yeah.
be on the north side of the road.
Yeah.
Really sketchy bathrooms.
Right.
I'm like 95% sure I bought a.
I mean that's every public bathroom in Indiana, I think, is a bit sketch, honestly.
You know, I think if you were to ask Mark Sanchez, I think you'd probably agree. But I'm not going to go down. I'm not going down that rabbit hole today.
I would never in my life buy another can of chew from Indiana. The prices there are ridiculous. You know,
here. You kidding me?
buddy, look. When here in Kentucky, obviously, I dip Grizzly. Okay, so I get a can for about $5.
It's like fucking talking to a toddler. Jesus Christ.
Shit. 2 minutes up the road, I cross the bridge, go into Indiana. That same can jumped up to about $9-10. I mean, it's fucking it's something else. Something else.
Wish. It's like fucking almost $15 here for the can of the real.
Holler at me. Holler at me.
Oh my god. But you know what to say. Don't give up your fucking passions. You know what I'm saying? Not passion. Oh shit. We're in it. All right. So like what do you guys got envisioned for the club going forward, Slade? Like what's your first you have like a course of action where you want to go first here?
Getting there. There's nothing set in stone yet. We just had our first, I call it the first meeting of the national board earlier today.
Was Ken there? Did Ken make it?
Oh, he was in there. Yeah, he was in there.
Hey, one thing you guys got to know about Grizzly Ken, he gets balls deep and stuff, and he sticks in it. You know what I'm saying?
But he's solid. That's a solid brother.
Very, very. So we had some discussions today. We got some good stuff moving forward, and I'm going to start working on some. So I come from a business background, kind of. Well, the past 20 years. I was a chef and a carpenter before I met my wife. And then she said, oh, I like this one. Let's make him into a professional. So now I'm a photographer and I sell advertising, and we've owned our own business for 20 years.
So but, hold on.
The chef and carpenter. Yeah.
So you went from being Jesus Christ to Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And then now you're Buffalo Bob.
Yeah. It's a lot. I've had a life, man.
You've had a hell of a life. You know what? Everybody in the chat, give this guy a round of fucking applause.
Yeah, it puts the lotion on the skin. Absolutely.
Give my wife the round of applause for seeing a goofy ass 6'2" ginger that doesn't know what he's going to do with his life and turning him into the backbone of the community. That's all her. No, but
that is wild. That's a hell of a trajectory.
It is. You would ask me when I was younger, brother. There was no way. Like I was the epitome of slacker. I mean, awake till 4 or 5 in the morning, sleep till 2 in the afternoon, video games. That's all I did.
Wait, what video games though?
Well, what generation of console we talking?
So I don't know. I don't know how old you are.
I'll be 45 this month or next month.
So you're probably slapping a 360.
I
Xbox,
started
by Xbox One. You're probably slapping pretty hard there. Or the PlayStation 4.
I started with Atari 2600.
Yeah, you're fucking old.
I am. I'm old. I'm old. Brother, I am older than the internet.
Yeah.
Let that
Yeah,
sink in.
yeah. That's true.
Viking, how old are you?
32.
You're younger than me then.
Babies.
Squeak.
Both babies.
Hey, I was slapping 360s. It's all right.
Yeah. Hey, brother, I
Hey,
was hiding cans of chew in the fucking back of PS2 growing up.
I hear you.
Remember the empty slot in the back?
Yeah.
PS2 was like the 6th or 7th console for me.
Yeah, I had a Nintendo, my first ever console, the Nintendo 64.
That was the greatest. In my opinion, I had so much fun on the Nintendo 64. Absolutely.
Remember I beat my dad. My dad thought it was pretty cool at the time. And I remember we played Madden. And he couldn't figure out that fucking controller at all. You know, I whooped his ass. I think we played like 4 or 5 plays and he was done. This is fucking dumb. See you later.
Yeah. My cousin and I played a lot of GoldenEye on the 64.
Oh, dude, gold.
Hey, GoldenEye. There you go.
That'll ruin friendships. Whoever.
Hey. Yeah.
But I was talking. Specifically in the time frame where you're staying up to 4 a.m.
That would be probably PlayStation 1 era.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
You're still.
He's playing Crash Bandicoot all night.
I like Crash, but
You're still slapping boards then.
Yeah.
no, I'm an RPG guy, man.
What do you play now? What's your thing now?
Right now, well, actually, I've just been playing Silk Song here recently. Just got that Hollow Knight sequel.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. I watched.
Yeah. It's good.
I watched some of. There's a streamer out there. His name is shit. He plays a lot of Elden Ring.
That's a hell of a streamer name. Welcome to shit.
Just my ass, all right?
There he is. There he is.
Hi.
Hi.
Kid Shadow is his name. Sorry, Kid Shadow is his name. He does a lot of cosplay, dressed up as like the character of that game. He plays a lot of Elden Ring and stuff like that.
Elden Ring, I've beaten. I like the hard games. I've played and beaten all the Dark Souls, but I'm really an RPG guy, man. Give me Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, all those.
There you go. Well, speaking of hard games, everybody, welcome in, Darren. Welcome to the show, Darren.
Yo.
Hey, gentlemen. Sorry. That wasn't, you know what? We got out of there pretty damn quick. Took us 20 minutes from the time we got in the car to the time we got home. So,
wow.
That's not too bad.
Wow.
You leave on a Packers win, everybody? There it is.
Yes, sir.
There you go. I seen that. There you go. Good stuff, sir.
Absolutely beautiful out there for a middle of October at Lambeau Field. It was like 65 degrees all day. It was gorgeous out today. So beautiful day. How's everybody doing? Hey guys. Sorry I'm late.
Good.
We're good.
I was my son was driving home, so I was listening in as we were as you guys were chatting. So I think I'm up to speed. I won't repeat any of the crap you guys have already talked about, but
yeah. How do we do? We do all right?
You sound pretty good. I really like the sound effects. When did we get those? Those are new.
I was just fucking around earlier and I just threw them in.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we do all right once in a while. We're growing.
So we got 2/5 or 2/6. How many national board guys we got? 5 or 6?
7.
It's 7, yeah.
Okay, so we got 2/7 of the national board sitting right here.
We're gonna call it 8.
You guys touch
We're gonna call it 8 because Ken's a big guy. He counts as 2.
Ken's a big guy.
He's 2 guys. Yeah, he's 2 guys.
You guys touched on it a little bit before, but give us. I mean, what do you guys got planned for the national board? I mean, we've had a lot of changes over there in the last 30 days, I'd say. What do you guys? I think you had your first board meeting today. Did you have it, or was it this weekend?
Yep,
it was today.
What do you guys got planned over there? What do you see happening on the U.S. national level moving forward?
We got sidetracked, but I was saying, I'm a business guy now. That's what I do. It's weird from where I came from, but and that's kind of how I'm trying to run national board stuff, and I enjoy that organization. And so I want to start doing some subcommittees with other board members, get some regular members in there, because board members, I think, can be very blinded by a lot of things if they're not in there every day. I mean, we have a very active board in the chats and everything, so there should be no surprises to them. But I want to get some just plain old members in there to get their ideas. I want to start doing subcommittees talking about, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Give me some charity options. I mean, there's so many charities that we've been helping the past year that I've seen, and it's amazing. But there's always more, like those little guys that might be a local little organization that nobody knows about, but doing amazing things. So I want to get a lot of people's input and start just seeing where we can go. I mean, I feel as the national board that we're not really directing specifically the direction of where things are going, but we want to listen to everybody and see what every chapter wants to do, and then just help them organize and make what they want to do happen. So it's really just about helping chapters individually for me, and setting up little, like I said, subcommittees to help that out. And I don't know if anybody here is a business guy. Do you know what a SWOT analysis is?
No.
SWOT? No. It stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Something businesses do a lot when they're going over their, plan for the future. So I want to get a group together, one or two guys from every board. I mean, bring in chapters, bring in national, bring in international, and start talking about, what's our strengths as a board or as a club? Like, what do we do amazingly well? And the opposite of that, what's our weaknesses? Where are we missing? What is something we don't do as well that we need to pick up? And then that goes into opportunities, like what opportunities do we have to become a better club, to become a better board, to become better members, better brothers to each other. It's all about that. And then threats. What threats do you see for the club? I mean, is it participation? Is it membership loss? Is it not bringing in enough people? I mean, there's all kinds of things that could be threats. So I kind of like I ran the board meeting today. I want to look at it from a business perspective and see how we can do. And I'll tell you one thing, man. I think this national board, everybody we have on there right now, super solid. Like probably one of the best boards I've been on.
Solid.
And I know each one of them has my back, and I'm a busy dude. It comes with the territory. I mean, everybody's busy with their own stuff, but I know I can be gone an hour a day a week, and it doesn't matter because Viking's there and he's got me. Everybody else on the board is there, and they're gonna pick up any slack that I can't pick up. So I am extremely happy with my board.
It's I like hearing you say everything you just said, because it's refreshing to hear a perspective. I've been part of beard clubs now for almost going on 5 years this December now, and it's a different type of outlook that, and Louis will speak to this too. It's something that we talk about in Wisconsin a lot, especially since we got our 501c3 last year. It essentially is no longer just a beard club for us. It is a business now. You have to look at it from that perspective. It's the worst paying job you'll ever have.
Yeah.
But we hold the Wisconsin board, and Louis will speak to this as well. We hold the Wisconsin board to that same type of standard. And I feel the same way about the board that I have working with me. It's, we got a great group of guys that if anything slacks off, there's enough organization and enough camaraderie on that group that those guys will pick up the slack. I could take off. I think it was something that we had talked about in the international board meeting a couple of months ago. If your president or your vice president or somebody had to step away for any amount of time, are you confident that the rest of your team can carry that slack and carry through exactly what you've been put forth? And it's nice to see the national board right now is hitting on all those cylinders that you guys are really clicking. I can feel it. I know a lot of the guys that can see your chat can feel it as well. The national board right now is humming, and it's great.
Yeah, it's getting there. Absolutely.
I think we have a lot of, like I said before, like the people we have on the board are just perfect for the national board right now. And I think president is probably the easiest position that there is. Like, honestly, it's, unless there's an issue, you're not really doing much except, kind of guiding people. It's the sergeants and the lieutenants and the captains and the vice president and the secretary, and
It
like
really is.
those jobs are so much more hands-on than a president position. And so the national board would not be nearly where it's at right now if not for those people on the board. And I'll tell you one thing, I probably would be about half lost if it wasn't for Barra, our secretary, Barra Fawcett.
Mhm.
He is probably the hardest working dude.
Shout out to him. Yeah, absolutely.
It's ridiculous. Like, anytime I message, he's right there on it. Anything I need done, he's like, I got it, and it's like, I would be lost without him. Honestly, he is a hell of a dude.
Yep.
I'm excited to see where this whole everything you've been talking about takes us, because this is something that we've talked about on almost every level, and we've had this issue since the beginning. On the chapter level, it seems like a lot of guys, and I won't point fingers at anything or any way take away from what anybody's doing, but a lot of, we're getting much better at it, but a lot of boards are put together with just, I guess you'd call it the buddy system. I have a friend who came in, he's going to be my, then it happened to me. When I became vice president of Wisconsin 5 years ago, I was basically pulled in as like this, because I was the third guy that came in. He said, you can be my VP. It's like, okay. And a lot of boards are put together that way. They're pieced together with buddies. They're pieced together with guys who, whether they're not interviewed for the spot or whether they just don't fit it right. I think we have all chapters need to reevaluate who they've got sitting on their boards so they can get the best possible people in the most successful, the positions that they're going to be the most successful at.
Yeah.
I think some of it has to do with young boards, they don't have, or young chapters, they don't have options. They have 5 people, so they have a board of 5 people. That's, what they have. And I think going forward, it's really having these chapter boards look at who their members are and what strengths they bring to the table and where that would best, like you said, what position that would best fit. I mean, you might have a dude that, was there early, so you have him as your VP, but he would totally rock the lieutenant role, And I think chapter boards have to not be afraid of moving people around where they're best suited.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably be a terrible lieutenant or a captain. I mean, I'll straight up say it. I probably would, and that's fine. But I can delegate like a son of a bitch, and I know my captain, my lieutenant, whoever is going to get it done. That's my strength. I'm good with organizational stuff. I'm good with the business side of it. And I got people backing me up. And I mean, Viking, we talk. I mean, I think we're on the same page about a lot of things, and that makes it super simple to do what we're doing, because we're blessed to have everybody kind of thinking the same. Like, everybody loves the club enough that they want to see it succeed to such a degree that we're going to put aside any stupidity. I mean, there's always going to be stupid squabbles and, like disagreements and whatever. But I think all that falls by the wayside, and we can all just work together. And it's probably the best board I've ever been on, and I've been on boards for 20 plus years now. So that's saying something.
That is saying something.
Yeah, and just to kind of talk about what Slaid was talking about the chapter boards. I do feel like some of the chapters, I don't want to say kind of get nervous, but they just want to fill a board position real quick. And then you get a lot of guys that, you know, are in positions that they shouldn't be in. And I think that's where, you know, the national board, you know, the guys that we have now look into that more in depth and saying, hey, look, I know you got these guys in place, but I feel like they would be better placed here, you know, and have those conversations. You know, it's not to hurt anybody's feelings. You know, if you see somebody, let's say, you know, in a captain position, but you feel like they are a better scout because they're bringing in guys, I mean, move them around, you know, get your board in the correct positions. You know, that's what it boils down to. You know, don't start stacking your board for, just for bodies, you know, and that's that, you know, and I think the national board is coming together as learning, you know, trying to get there, learning these guys, learning these chapters, and just trying to fit these guys in the right positions. Because I've talked to plenty of guys throughout the club, and I listen to their conversations. And I'm like, man, you know, you're a scout, but man, the things you're saying, I see you as a captain. You know, how about we have these conversations? Okay, well, we already have a captain. Okay, you do have a captain. Let's see what he's doing. Let's see what he's not doing. Let's see what you're doing. Let's see what you're not doing. Let's start working around. You know, like a successful chapter needs to happen 100%. And you have to have the guys in line. So, you know, they're like Slaid said, you know, there's always going to be, you know, individuals that are like, oh, you know, this and that. But at the end of the day, if you want to be successful, you got to take a win. You got to take a loss. I mean, you have to do it. You have to do it. There's nobody needs to be butthurt. At the end of the day, nobody needs to be butthurt. If you want to be successful, you got to take risk. And I feel like that's, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. You know, trial and error, absolutely. But we're getting there. So I'm starting to see little things moving around here and there, and I like it. I like it a lot.
I think one thing we see different, speaking from some of the former clubs we've all been a part of, I think something we see different here is the open line of communication that the Renegades do have, that we said we had before, but we didn't really have it quite as open as we have it here.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to benefit us down the road when we do have these conversations like you're talking about right now. And we want to sit down with a president and vice president of so-and-so chapter because, hey, here's what we're observing. Here's your scout is doing this. Would he be better suited here? And this guy can take this as a constructive type thing instead of us pointing the finger at him going, you're fucking it up, dude. You're fucking it up.
Yeah.
Which in the past, we would have felt like that as a chapter. In the past, some of the older clubs we were part of, if somebody had confronted us with that, it would have been like, why are you bringing that shit to me? It's not, I'm just, you know, I think we're a little more open to the criticism or the constructive portion of the criticism we've ever been before. And that is one of the great things about this club as a whole that I really enjoy.
I think one thing too with this club is like we've all been through separate growing pains. You know what I mean? Especially like, you know, chapter to chapter. Because we all came from one and then we went, you know, then we all kind of went, some people kind of went this way. And then obviously like in our case, we kind of came back to here, but like, yeah, everybody's kind of been a part of different growing pains and different, you know, outlooks of different things. We're here to kind of coerce and make things work the right way as we see it with our own eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I always say that sometimes it seems like a detriment and sometimes it seems like a very good thing. But this is the first beard club I've ever been a part of. So I know a lot of members were in other to not be named beard clubs. And they kind of have carryover from that, which is good. I mean, we have people that, you know, prospects coming in that have known members of the club for years because of that. And that just makes integration that much easier.
Yeah.
But it can also, some of those old antagonisms can come along with it. And I have none of that. So I'm a blank slate when it comes to all that. So it helps in some situations and it can be a little detrimental in others because I don't have that pre-standing, you know, friendship with people, but just makes it more fun for me because I get to meet all the people for the first time and, you know, build those friendships up from the start.
Sure.
So.
So how did you, Slade? How did you? You were in here before Wisconsin came back into the Renegades. How did you find out? What brought you to the Renegades? I mean, I know Viking's story. I've known Viking for quite a few years, and we can still get into that as well. But what brought you into the Beard Club? Who found you? Where'd you?
Well, nobody
from?
actually found me. I kind of found the club. My wife and I own a business, Existential Media, under the umbrella Cass County Communication Network, and we have a website, Cass County Info, Cass County Calendar, Cass County Online. We do a lot of stuff. But Jekyll, the Indiana president, had messaged us about they did a food drive for Emmaus, one of the mission centers here in Cass County, and so he had messaged us about can we put this on our website and do a story about it? And I said, yeah, sure. I love that's what I love doing is spreading information about my community. And I was reading it and seeing the stuff he sent in. I'm like, Renegade Beard Club. I mean, I have a beard. So I messaged Jekyll and we started talking, and he's like, oh yeah, dude. Yeah. If you want to, join up, we'll bring you in. So I did that, and doing what I do, he was like, we need a social media manager. How would you like to do that? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Like, let me know what you have and what I need to do. And he's like, yeah, we can have this and this. And the more I talked, I'm like, okay, you need all these other things. So, I mean, that's kind of where it started. I introduced myself to the club, and then it just kind of spiraled from there. And somehow you weirdos decided I was something, and made me national board president.
We thought you was all right. We thought you was all right.
Yeah. I've fooled you all.
Now, Viking, you come over from Kentucky, obviously. I've met you a handful of times at a couple of different events, obviously. I mean, give that for the people who are listening who don't know anything about you. Give us a little background on how you became part of beard clubs in the first place, too.
Yeah. So, actually, for most people who do know me, they know I'm, originally from Georgia. I had an individual I went to school with for, all my life. I moved to Kentucky. He moved to California, and we kept up with each other on social media and things like that. And I started seeing, different things with him, and I was like, that's really cool. What's it about? And he started giving me information, and I was like, well, I'm in Kentucky. I'd love to be involved. And he said, well, it just so happens to, I know somebody really big in Kentucky. Shout out to Beans. And so he got me involved. And I got brought into the, previous club that, shall not be named. And I was involved with everybody's. And at first I was a little bit nervous, just with, just texting each other. I wasn't familiar with Discord by any means. And I was like, man, I really don't know. But I tell you what really brought me together, the first meetup. That's what did it. And there was, I want to say 15 or 20 brothers in Kentucky. Had no idea who they were. They knew nothing about me. I mean, they knew my name in Discord, but when I got out there, I was treated like I was known for years. And it just went from there, and I just started gradually getting more involved. And I think what really did it for me is, once I got involved, my second son was born, and Kentucky did a really big thing for my son, like a coming home party. And there was a lot of different chapters that come down. And I had no idea who any of these guys were. No idea. Didn't even speak to half of them. Mm-hmm. And they all came down for like the coming home party of my son. And I thought that was the most incredible thing ever. I don't know these guys, don't know their wives, don't know their families. Shout out to all of them. Absolutely all of them. And, just for them to come down and say, hey, I never met you, but I'm here for you. And congratulations, having a son. I mean, it just went from there. I felt the bond right after that. So I just, started getting more involved, seeing what I can do more. So that's how I kind of got involved. And, I mean, it just ever since then, I've met so many guys all across the world. I talk to guys obviously all over, the United States and across the pond. Shout out to them as well. And just great conversations. Great conversation. There's always somebody awake, no matter what time of day, and they're always there to listen. So, I love everybody, man. I truly do.
It's you said something there that rung with me right off the bat, and this is to the people who are in the chat and haven't had the opportunity to do this, or the people who watch afterwards. If you have not had the opportunity to either go to even not the full club meetups, but even to a small chapter meetup or something like that, get yourself to one. Travis, my VP, he came a couple of years ago out to the Indiana meetup and was immediately hooked. He was still on the fence. He was still getting his feet wet into what a club was, and he came to that Indiana meetup and was immediately hooked, because you start to feel, and even when we go to, like, we do the chapter hockey games and stuff like that we do here in Wisconsin, you feel a part of it. It is a family. You don't take that word lightly, because that's exactly what it feels like. Not only when you meet these people in person, but once you do meet them in person, and then you break bread with them and you have a drink and you give them a hug and you go away from each other, and there's a lifelong bond there that I've now that I've been to 3 different large scale events that we've done, and every single one of them, it's like it's a family reunion for us now. It's
yeah.
You guys
it is.
You guys get a chance to get to those.
And any chance I get, I always like to say this. I will always give a shout out to your VP. Helped me through tough times. I never met this guy a day in my life, and we had a conversation, and this gentleman helped me through some of the darkest times of my life. So shout out to DQ's fucking VP. Travis is a great man, and there's so many other Travises out there for somebody.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So many. And it's just about getting out there, Don't be afraid to reach out to somebody, because there's always somebody there. 100%.
Yep. We just did a really good commercial for the club right there in the last 5-10 minutes. That was
great. It was great.
Yeah, I think I guess for me it was I think my first charity event. It was the first the third ruck?
The ruck walk, yeah.
There. That was a lot of fun, man. That was maybe it wasn't even that. What the hell was it? The first meetup I went to was at Grady's. That was right after your birthday.
Oh yeah, his crawfish boil. Yeah. Yep, the crawfish boil. Yeah, we have a guy in Wisconsin who does we have a guy in our chapter who does. He's from, where's he from originally? Louisiana.
I think Louisiana.
And he ships up crawfish for his crawfish boil every year. So it's done apparently the right way. And so here's a funny story about that. The very first year I went to it, the second year I should say. The second year I went to it, I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to try the crawfish. Tried the crawfish, enjoyed the hell out of it, had all the fixings, had all the potatoes and all the sausages and everything that was inside of there. Got home that night and I'm sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden I just start fucking itching like a motherfucker.
I know what you got to do.
All the way from head to toe, red to bottom, for 3 days straight. Oh, that was horrible. It's only the crawfish though. I eat shrimp all the time. I don't have an issue with that. I don't really care for.
What about lobster?
I don't really care for crab or lobster, but I have eaten them. It's just that crawfish is the only thing. I'm assuming it's the crawfish. I don't know what else it could have been from that.
Because you hear a lot of people, obviously with shells, they have that shellfish problem.
Yeah, the crustacean.
The crustacean. Yeah.
Big words, baby.
But it's weird that it's just that.
It was just that, because I still eat shrimp. I have not touched crawfish since that day, but
it was good, but I'm
it
good
was
after
really
that.
good too. It was so good.
What are you doing?
The question is, did you snap the head and suck the head?
Yes, I did. I had somebody show me what I was supposed to do. Yep.
Okay, you did it correctly then. All right.
I did it
Mhm.
correctly. Yep.
So
I don't
who's
think I
going-
did my
who's-
first one that way. I think I did some, some Wisconsin type. Maybe I put it on a bun with some ketchup or something. I have no idea.
You put some cheese on it.
Right.
A little bit of kraut, a little bit of cheese,
Little bit of
Slaid.
Chased it with a beer and we're good to go.
That was it. He goes, that's it. Oh, shit. So, you guys have any goals? Other, obviously we talked about earlier. Is there any goals you guys want to establish for your guys' board in general, right off the rip?
When it comes to me, it's establishing that connection with the other VPs. Me being in the position that I am, I can sit there and say, "Hey, guys, you need to do this, you need to do that." But if you don't have that connection with these guys, they're not going to follow you. So that's why, I love to reach out to these guys all the time. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? How's the family? Even though I don't know you, I will always reach out like I'm your best friend. And that establishes that connection. So once you get that going on, bring it forward from there. And that's what I enjoy doing. That's what I have been doing.
I'm a lot of the same. I'm still trying to learn navigating a beard club in general. I mean, it's been a little over a year I've been a part of Renegade, and there's still a lot of ins and outs that I'm not sure about. Nothing big. It's not like, bylaw questions or anything like that, but just how people are interacting, how chapters here tend to work, how beard clubs in general, work throughout the day. And then just getting to know everybody, because that's the detrimental part of me not being in any other beard club before this is, I don't have that preconceived relationship. So
That might be a good thing though for you though. You're not coming in.
it
You're
can
you're not coming into shit you've seen. You're coming into stuff
Right.
that's being created in front. That you're not now that you are a part of curating. You're kind of building a culture.
right, I have no observational bias from past clubs or anything like that. So, but yeah, I think me learning to navigate all this, leaning on Viking, leaning on Beans, I think to have a mentor, we'll do some finger quotations in the air, to have somebody to ask questions or, whatever. And I have Beans as, my other president, along with the other, presidents and pretty much all the other board members and club members. Honestly, it's not, board members above everybody else or anything like that. I don't want, anybody to think that's what I'm saying. But just being able to talk to Baines and get his input on, how a president does things, what a president does, it's been very helpful. And then leaning on Viking and my other board members and just helping me navigate. That's where I'm starting. And I think we're getting there, and it's nothing but up, honestly.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things, and it's funny because, Slaid and myself, we come from just one chapter. We didn't deal with anybody else. Obviously, we had communication with everybody else, but we've dealt with one chapter. I think the biggest thing is, starting to learn everybody else in their chapter, how they run it, how they do things, and just trying to, adapt to that, because everybody's different. Nobody is the same. Everybody wants to, to be successful. Absolutely. But everybody is different, and you have to adapt to that because, you can go to 2 or 3 chapters and they're doing this and you're like, oh yeah, let's go to this chapter. And you try to bring it up. Well, we kind of do it, things a little bit different here. It's been working for us. And you got to learn to, okay. Yeah. Let's run with that. So it's one of those things. It's a learning curve. Absolutely. For both of us. But, I think both of us we're getting there. Absolutely. It's new to us and I think it'll be good. You know, just time and patience. That's what I always say: time and patience.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, chat. Times, if you guys haven't gotten to the hashtag Bearded Death giveaway, you guys are running out of time. So that's hashtag Bearded Death, and you will get yourself into the running for the shirt and oil combo. So this is kind of your final call for that.
Good stuff. If you guys do not use Bearded Death, use the promo code and get yourself over there and get some of that stuff, because Dan makes some amazing product.
Dan is the man. Dan is the man.
Stuff. Well, that brings us up to the bottom of the hour here, gentlemen. So, anything you guys want to part with to the chat before we let you go?
Go ahead, Slaid.
Honestly, not really. I think I've said a pretty good chunk tonight. It's very weird for me. In between my carpenter and my professional, wife and I were both on the radio, so I'm used to talking into a mic, but not getting talk back to me. Like I was just speaking into the void on the radio, so it's very odd to have feedback as I'm going. But yeah, no, I've loved my time in the club so far, and I just looking forward to making it better, making it the best we can make it, working with my fellow board members, every chapter in the United States, and let's just keep kicking ass, man. Seriously.
Yeah. If you guys haven't noticed yet, Slade's got that midnight man voice. Whenever you're trying to go to sleep, he's got the you know what I mean?
Before we get rid of Slaid here, I do want to make a comparison. One of my favorite bands is Mastodon. Slaid, just bear with me here.
Okay.
That looks too much like you, and it's almost eerie.
What? Well, you have to cut off the long hair, but I mean, yeah, a little bit more red, but yeah, I see it. A little bit more red, but I see it.
I see it.
That looks like when AI fucks up what I'm supposed to look like, and they're like, "Here's a picture of
Oh,
you."
hey, whoa! Don't ever talk Troy Sanders. All right, first off,
I didn't say it was a bad look. I just said it's like when AI messes up what I'm supposed to look
hey,
like.
chat. One in the chat. If that looks like Slaid. If you've seen that guy walking down the street side by side, you would think twins, correct, chat? One for yes.
No, I think I got to go. It's we're missing the ginger. The ginger is a big thing.
The ginger is the biggest thing.
I do see the face. I do see the face though a bit.
Yeah, around the eyes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So can you grab a bass guitar and you can get a real there it is. Yeah. Slapping the bass.
Slap at the bass.
Yeah, we got ones just rolling through you right now. So
I definitely saw the resemblance, but
have you heard Troy Sanders talk? So look up a Troy Sanders interview after the thing, and then listen to him talk. You guys actually sound alike too.
But does he sound like? Does he have a deeper voice too?
He does have a little bit of a deeper voice. He's very articulate when he speaks too. It's kind of eerie. Those are all compliments, by the way. Mastodon is my favorite band. These are all high compliments. I'm not trying to be weird. I'm being honest.
Louis is fanboying on Slaid. So
you say you a big hug when we meet. Is that what you're saying? Just big hug and you whisper in your ear a little bit?
Yeah. Can you whisper the lyrics to show your
He will. He will. He will.
I will whisper whatever you want me to.
Yeah, maybe Pain with an Anchor, stuff like that. Actually, you know what? Just do the whole Leviathan album in my ear.
just hold them for a good half hour and read the lyrics to the whole album.
Or you go to sleep, just listen to it.
Just bend in real close to you and be like, "Hey, buddy, I've turned to medicine."
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We might as well keep you guys on the line with us. If we're gonna do the giveaways, chat. I gave you guys time to get your hashtag Bearded Dust, and a couple of you guys listened. If you guys didn't get them in, that's on you, not me. We got 15 contestants with us tonight who's doing it.
See, we got
Darren, you want to give me a drum roll? quit. You're good.
Okay.
Oh,
Big
brother Cubs, baby!
Cubs.
There he
you go,
is.
sir.
Firm handshake.
There he is.
Congratulations. Bro, if you would send a message to Dan to Bearded Death on Facebook or Instagram, if you would, please, and he will hook you up, sir.
Congrats.
Firm handshake.
Congratulations.
Cubs. God damn it. Good for you, pal. Best
Yep.
goddamn
Job,
on the
buddy.
market. Get yourself a great t-shirt. Chat. Everybody, you get some horns up for Tubbs up there. Good job, man. Following directions and living the dream with us here with our good friends of Bearded Death.
This episode is powered by Bearded Death, the brand for men whose beards don't follow the rules. From killer beard oils to gear that speaks louder than words, Bearded Death is built for those that live wild, work hard, and never shave down. Visit beardeddeath.com.
Damn live read. You get paid
can
extra
use
for
Howard
those.
the Wolf 15 for 15% off all your first purchases. Or not just your first one. You can use it all the time. I do it. Darren doesn't. Christ.
I do it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I do it all the time. Yeah, like a bunch of oil. I got a bunch of oil. I actually bought some from Casey's stepdad. Using my coaches.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm a good guy.
I'm a good guy.
I'm a good guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta say that.
Well, gentlemen, thank you
I wake up every
extremely
morning,
for coming
so-
on tonight. I apologize again for my for arriving late, but didn't realize there was a 3:25 Packer game today, and
Hey, the Packers are playing.
yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
they're out there. The Badgers are playing football too, I guess, too. What the fuck do I know?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You know.
I could have fucking cried last night.
Why is that? The Brewers?
Fucking Badgers. You kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I went deer shining last. This is a Wisconsin thing, by the way. Bear with us. I went deer shining last night with two of my close friends. One being a good friend of mine, president of the Conservation Club in Coon Valley, Zach King, and the other one being my good friend Lucas Runice. Come fall, we deer shine.
Yep.
What we do. This is Wisconsin. And I was like, oh shit, it's like 7:20. I'm like, oh shit, the Badgers are on. We turned the game on. And then all I hear is the score. Well, I did the first half or end the first quarter here. Iowa 20, Wisconsin nothing. I was like, turn the fucker off. Just turn it off. I don't even want to hear this shit anymore. But the good thing was I got to listen to the Brewers, take the L, fly it up in front of Chicago, on to the next baby. Play tomorrow against the Dodgers in Milwaukee as the 1 seed. I can't, dude. I win, lose, draw. I'm happy we got as far as we did. You know what I mean?
They shouldn't have been this far anyway. So yeah, it's a good season. That's a successful season.
Good
Yeah.
culture.
Now that we're talking about sports real quick, I know your Packers played today. Shout out to them. I hope my Falcons get the W tomorrow against the Bills. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the Monday night game this week, huh? You got the
That's
Monday night
right,
game.
buddy.
Okay.
That's right. I really hope we pull through, man. We've been doing a little something. We're back and forth, but the Bills are going to be tough, and we're at home, so I hope we can just pull through, get the job done.
All right. We'll pull for the Falcons tomorrow for you.
Yeah, I need to.
I have no horse in the race, so
I'm playing Josh Allen this week, so
There you go. Yeah. Yep. Sorry, Bills fans. Yep. Sorry.
The hour of the wolf has spoken. Oh, look at big brother,
Bills,
Tubbs.
yeah.
We can
Come
take
on
that.
now. Now, here's the thing. You just won something.
we can take that back.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
Now you offend our guests.
All right, boys. Well, we're gonna let you guys go. Thank you very much for coming on. Thanks for being a part. Nice to meet you guys face to face here.
Yeah.
My first time talking to you guys. So,
Hey, Louis, I will not let it slip that you did mess up which one was from Indiana and which one was from Kentucky. I did catch that right at the beginning.
So
Nice
I
work
messed
there.
it.
That's
So
okay.
I was playing around in the chat, and when they came in, they didn't tag you where they're from, which you guys don't have to. It's okay. I just wanted to make sure I was on the ball, and I fucking wasn't. Okay, I'll be the first to admit that. I said that initially. I'm not perfect.
I guess technically, my dad is from Kentucky, so
Thank you. There it is.
There you
it
go.
works.
There it
It
is. There
works
it is.
out.
There it is.
Technically, I'm right. You know what I
I
mean?
got your back, brother. Don't worry.
And you go ahead and say something like that and totally redeem
Thank you.
yourself.
Yeah. Thanks, pal.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you, guys.
It's been a
Thanks
pleasure.
for having me, guys.
It's been a-
Yeah,
it's
thanks
been
for
a-
having
it's
us.
been a real pleasure. Absolutely. We'll do this again.
And that right there is our United States National Board, everybody. The new faces.
Yes, sure.
of the
Two
power.
sevenths of it, apparently. Not two fifths, not 2/6, 2/7.
They got some good things going on there, man. I'm excited for them. I'm really excited to see the direction they go. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're gonna, boom.
Yep. I agree.
But I hope you guys all keep up to date with what we've been posting. We do have some great shows coming up, everybody.
We do. We got a couple of good shows. November 2nd. Anybody who's been paying attention to Netflix as of late, we have, and if you're watching the new series on Ed Gein, we have one of the nation's foremost authors. He's written 3 books on Ed Gein. A guy by the name of Scott
Bowser.
Bowser, that's it. Scott E. Bowser, a Wisconsin native. He's written 3 books on Ed Gein, and he's written a couple other books as well. But he'll be our Halloween episode on November 2nd, and then November 23rd?
23rd, we got UFC middleweight, GM3 himself, Gerald Mershart, and he is also, I was going to leave with this too, he's also the middleweight all-time submissions leader in the UFC.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
Very nice. So a couple of fun episodes coming up, a couple of different things coming up. So change it up a little bit. Little Ed Gein, a little UFC fighting. So if you guys are fans of that, or if you know anybody who is, spread the word and tell them to tune in. November 2nd, November 23rd. So we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. And just like that, everybody, 2 words, one thing to do, stay wild.